Get a people a chance to get on here, see the alert.
It says what the recording button is at the bottom. You see that, or am I tripping?
Yeah, I think it's something new. Oh yeah, it's up though. Up. Yeah, it's something new. Yes, sir.
What's up, my boy?
Man, can't call it. Can't call it. Make sure this joint is done. Okay. Yes, sir. We live. We live, my boy.
Yes,
What's
it's
going on, man?
another
It's been a long week,
another
man. Like we
another
ain't done
beautiful
anything for a
Saturday.
month.
Right? It do feel like it's been long, bro. I don't know why. I feel like we ain't been in this thing in a minute, man. I feel like last week, I guess, was such a
Yeah.
high emotion type game for the Tennessee Volunteer fans that was in my inbox. Talking big money trash about Georgia being a one hit wonder and it's their time, they come back, yada 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 yada. Only for them to come to Athens and really wet the bed. We really took our foot off the gas when it started raining real hard.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, big week, man, big week for us. Prime time football game Thursday night. That didn't really go the way I wanted it to go.
There's Thursday night games this week. This year.
Woo! It's even worse when you got Marcus Mariota laying on his back throwing passes. But hey, man, it is what it is, right? You know what I mean? It's football. Football gods can't give you everything. So, I'm cool with Georgia being number one in the land. Told y'all that number one spot was cursed. That first number one spot when they come out is cursed,
Always.
bro. That first number one spot in the college football ranking never make it to the end of the season still ranked number one. It never happens, bro. It's a curse. I don't know what it is. But until they gave Tennessee that number one ranking, I already knew then, bro. I was good. They wasn't gonna make it. I was straight.
No, man. We what happened is what I expected to happen with that game. I didn't expect y'all offense to be as well. No, I'm gonna take that back. The offense is good. Tennessee's defense ain't that great. They just are explosive on offense. And I said before the game, I was like, yeah, if they, it's not going to be attractive because their offense is good, but Georgia's defense is very good, and Tennessee's defense ain't that great. Like you saw how we was moving the ball on Tennessee, like, and our offense ain't great. You know what I'm saying? Like we straight, but we ain't no powerhouse. And what happened is what happened. I expected that.
They couldn't complete no passes, all that high powered offense. What's his name? Hyatt, Jalen Hyatt, whatever the kid's name is,
Hmm.
caught 5 touchdown passes against Bama. They told me how bad he was gonna light our cornerbacks up. I think we picked him off maybe the first 2 times he tried to go deep. Then after that, he couldn't hit a deep pass, bro. He was overthrowing it, he was underthrowing it. You see quarterbacks trying to aim a pass, and that's what he
Yes.
was doing. And he was getting his ass lit up in the back there too. He didn't have no time to fix his deep. Jalen Carter was in his face. That boy showed why he should be the number one overall pick in that game. He ain't even fully healthy yet, and he was dominating Tennessee offensive line, bro. Hey, they're gonna be a real problem. I'm talking about Aaron Donald. I know That's saying a lot. But bro, I think Aaron 88 can be the next Aaron Donald, man. Jalen Carter has that ability. Just like watching him on film, watching how he plays. I plays just like Aaron Donald, man. He give
Hey,
me,
man.
it give me everything Aaron Donald got. I know y'all gonna be happy to see him go.
Nah, we got our guy held him down. Hey, man.
But he was hurt.
I don't care. So was our guy. Everybody hurt.
You need to
I don't
stop.
want to hear that.
Nah.
He won't hurt when he did that bull rush. Everybody was like, oh, look at the bull rush. He won't hurt then. It was just a good game. I think that's what happens, man. You have two elite guys going at it. You know what I'm saying? You get some push up, but we ain't give up no sack from Osiris.
You can't be a leader.
The All-American. Yes, sir. Give him a brick. Give him a brick.
That's a popularity award. You know that.
No, man. He coming from the G5, man. He can't be that popular. But look, man, like you said, man, it's been a lot that's been going on with sports, man. Both of our teams caught the dub this weekend, so I can't even be mad.
Well, I know a team that didn't catch a dub that we were supposed to have a guest to come on here and talk about it, but I guess he wasn't available.
Oh man, yeah. What happened to
the Miami Hurricanes lose to FSU? Now they told me at the beginning of the year that Florida State wasn't the good team, and you know they were about to fire their coach and yada yada yada. Man, Florida State went in there and put that thing on them boys. I mean, it wasn't even a close game either. Florida State went in there and I mean they dog walked Miami, man.
I did not expect I was hoping that Miami would lose just because they need to be humbled, but I didn't expect that. Like, I don't think anybody expected them. Don't get me wrong. Like, Miami's had their issues on offense. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Van Dyke was supposed to be, the next Jim Kelly. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be the next guy. Jim Kelly coming out of, you know what I'm saying? Vinny Testaverde. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
He was the guy. But remember, preseason, TVD, Heisman, potential first-round quarterback. Like, the hype was there. He got freshman of the year last year. They were hyped. But this offense with their players, don't get me wrong, I think it's half and half. I think it's the offense doesn't fit their play, doesn't fit their, you know what I'm saying,
what they're trying to do. Yeah, the scheme and the offense, the scheme and the players is not a match right now.
But also it's the bad play too. So it's half and half because
you know what though? It'd be tough for me to listen to that part when Miami fans been telling me all offseason how good they're gonna be. I've been in the chat with Uncle Luke and he told me that this year, toe to toe, he kept calling me toe. Toe to toe. Toe, we gonna do this, toe, we gonna do that, toe, yeah, this how you toe, we gonna show the world this year, toe. And man, I ain't seen shit.
Look, man, I never believed the hype of the 10-2 of the night. Like, I was like,
thank you, bro. You was in these spaces with me when these boys up in here telling me, oh yeah, Miami ain't gonna do this. Miami got this going. We got this going. We did to do this. Crystal ball about to have these boys ready. Man, bro, y'all lost the middle.
I was like, I was thinking a solid 8. Looking at their schedule, I was like, oh, they can win 8, potentially 9. I was like,
they don't need to if they want.
I was like, if they come out with that, the way they was talking, I was like, I mean, it's possible they can win 10. I mean, based on Pitt, it really being Pitt and we were thinking A&M was going. I was thinking A&M was going to be a loss. Clemson, maybe Pitt. Them boys came out and whatever,
Middle Tennessee,
Duke, like those are character games that you lose, and I've been,
this Texas A&M team that we see.
Come on now.
Come on.
Like I just don't. I didn't think their staff was that great. They have a lot of great names, but it's kind of like if you try to put an all-star team together and then it don't work. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh man, we got this great name here, great name there. I mean, it's great if you were doing like a contest of if you were winning based on your coach's accolades, then yeah. But that ain't what it's about.
What has Mario really won?
I mean, he won one Pac-12 outright. The other one he won on a COVID year. They won 3 games. So I'm like 3 or 4 games. So I'm like, come on, that's an asterisk. If it ain't ever been one, and they shouldn't have even been there. They were only in there because the other team was sick or something. So it's not like they earned the right to go. Let's see, you got like guys like Charlie Strong, old name. You know what I'm saying?
Washed. Then he get ran up out of USF. He got ran up out of Texas.
Right. What do you got? Not Tyler.
Louisville. He got ran up out of Louisville.
What's their defensive coordinator?
I thought it was Charlie Strong.
Nah, he's just the linebackers coach. They had a guy named from dang, either way, they have a lot of names that you be like, oh wow, if this was 2010, 2012, like, yeah, but
listen, we'll give it another year. Yeah, they got their recruiting class. They did just lose their quarterback in their recruiting class.
Boy, they sure did, boy. Flipped them boys. Flipped them like a pancake. Snatch Rashada. I wasn't expecting Jalen Rashada. Like, I heard rumors, like, within, like, a few days around, we heard, like, Rashada wasn't answering calls and stuff like that. I wasn't thinking Florida. I was like, oh, he might be going to A&M. He might be going back to Oregon because, Oregon's kind of losing their quarterback to Michigan State. So, they were the leader a little bit for him early on. Bro, when they were like, oh, Hugh, I forgot, Hugh Hatchcock. He's a big booster for Florida. And he was like, he got some big news tomorrow. Everybody was like, what is it? Is it recruiting? People were like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with no player. I thought it was going to get stadium lights, maybe an NIL deal with Jordan, something. I wasn't thinking Jalen Rashada. So it was a out of left field. I'm happy we got him. We brought him back. It's good for the optics. I think he's a solid quarterback. I think he'll be good. I think he's very talented. But we shall see. So we're good, man.
You're gonna need the second coming of Tebow and Steve Spurrier back up for what Kirby about to put together these next 2-3 years on defense. Something testing that. These next 2-3 years on defense about to be legendary. But that's I'm just telling you, what I'm saying? You ain't hear it here first. Look, you heard it here first. The next 2 defenses at the University of Georgia will be better than the last 2 defenses. You heard it here first. I'm telling you. Hard for that to believe, but why would I tell you? Next 2 years about it. Ugly for anybody who play Georgia. Sorry. But maybe after that you can get your turn. You might be able to get your turn after the next 2 years. I ain't gonna lie.
No, we good. We good next year. We'll be up there. You can like, oh wow. The boys is that boy Napier. He got it. Hey man, shout out to him out coaching all the other coaches in the thing, and the out coaching and out recruiting. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the state.
No, I can't say that. Novell is still there. He winning right now. We all put dirt on Mike Novell. Y'all got to get a man the respect when he winning.
I mean, luckily we play heads up, so we won't get to see that. We ain't gonna. It's not a what if. We won't get to see that and see if that ACC schedule got them ready. But yeah, man.
So what you think about this Bama team? Is Bama done? Bama loses to LSU 32-31. LSU goes for the 2. They said we ain't going for no tie. We don't want no overtime. We don't want to keep playing.
They learned that lesson against LSU week 1.
Yeah.
Go for the win.
Go for the W. Yeah. I agree, man.
Bama. I think this picture shows it all. Mike McCoy, you know what's wrong with the guys that we got on this team? These NIL deals. These boys are no longer hungry.
But don't nobody care about winning championships no more but Nick Saban. You don't want 50. Hell, them kids like we want to get paid. We want money. Put the bag in my hand.
So how do you feel about? Do you think it's more that, or do you think it's more? You think it's something else?
I think Nick is finally getting old, and he might be out of touch a little. This is my opinion. Now I'm not saying that he's still not a good coach. I ain't saying Bama ain't still Bama. I'm just saying at a certain point when you reach 80, my granddad can't relate to me on a lot of things. We can't talk about social media We can only have a certain extent about I think Nick is old. I think it's just a little bit more beyond his time. These wide receivers and running backs ain't buying used parts and selling them. The offensive linemen ain't gonna all go into Bama. They're not racing to go to Bama. Yeah, he's still getting the linebackers and the defensive linemen, but that means Georgia's. You can go to UGA and get the same thing, same exposure. Alabama's not offering that exclusive. Come here and you're gonna win and get drafted high. It's not a guarantee that you're gonna win because now there's a big bad monster over there in the East, and now you got LSU coming out of nowhere, slapping them in the face. Texas almost beat them. Texas will be in the SEC West in 2 years next year. So,
Yeah.
I mean, when we started really talking about it, I think Nick might have missed his year to get the hell on because now I think it's going to be so much harder for Nick to win another championship. I just do. I think Lane Kiffin is starting to plant his flag over there at Ole Miss. We'll see that today with Bama versus Ole Miss. And is LSU for real? I mean, is Ole Miss for real? We'll see. Will Bama lose 2 straight? When the last time Bama lost 2 straight?
I can't think of. I can't remember. Like, that's the thing. Like, is it a one? Is it a one-off? You know what I'm saying?
Is it? Because you got beat last year too.
They kind of went through. They weren't winning by 40 a game last year.
You know what? I'm gonna let you continue your point, but just put it like this: out of the last 20 SEC games Bama's had, 19 have been on 1 score game or a loss.
Wow.
Out of the last 20 SEC games Bama's played, 19 of them have been a 1 point, a 1 possession game, or a loss for them.
Wow.
So is it Bama coming down, or is it the rest of the league coming up?
Honestly, I think it's the rest of the league coming up, man. Like, I'm not gonna throw Saban away after 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Because I truly think their issue was their skill guys on the outside. They have probably one of the best running backs in the country.
That's it, though.
You got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Your O line is still your O line. Like, all these guys are still 5 stars. Like, their 5-star guys didn't leave. They got 5 stars, 3 deep on the line. Defensive line, they got guys. Linebackers, those are the same guys from last year. DBs, for the most part, those are guys that were on the team last year, the year before last.
And they get cooked, and they've been getting cooked.
I think what the issue with Saban, I don't think there was a lot of potential out there for a coaching change, or it wasn't. He maybe didn't see a major upgrade that was available on offense and defense. Because remember, last year offense, everybody was like, "Yo, O'Brien making y'all look crazy," and their defense was looking kind of off, and we're not used to seeing them be off because usually recruit coordinators go there for like a year or two, do their thing, and they bounce to be head coaches. So I think we're going to see both coordinators fired or they're going to take jobs. I think you're going to see a resurgence. He's probably going to get a, hey, Glenn Schumann, what's going on, buddy? Hey,
I don't think he got that kind of cachet no more. He used to. I would agree with you. Back in, like you said, 2008, 2010, 2015.
To be for a guy like Glenn Schumann, he's an assistant DC, right?
No, sir. He is the head DC. The assistant is Will Muschamp.
I thought he was assistant.
As y'all out here spewing them lies, talking about some Schumann ain't the defensive coordinator, is Will Muschamp. No, sir. You look at the website. Muschamp is an assistant.
Okay. So
Glenn Schumann is the assistant head coach and the defensive coordinator. So unless Bama's going to make him a head coach, Glenn Schumann ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a head DC. Yeah, I mean, you got to get. I don't know who they're going to get, but they're going to get somebody.
I don't think. But again, though, bro, I don't think it's the coordinators being the issue. On defense, Saban is going to run that defense. Period. But again, can Saban stay in touch with that third key? Like you said, we got 5 stars, 3 deep. But that third kid down the line, Saban might not be able to stay in touch with that kid like he. Saban might not be able to stay in tune to the kid. I'm just saying, man, at some point, age comes into factor when it comes to coaching and recruiting when it comes to this level. In the pros, you can stay in the pros like Bill Belichick, 20 years, run your system, and you're good if it's effective and it works. You got to be adaptable as a coach in the college ranking. These kids don't give a damn about Bama winning 10 championships last between 2008 and 2018. Kids don't really care about that stuff no more, bro.
Yeah.
They can watch that shit on YouTube on their tablet. These kids care now about what can you do for me now? When can you get me drafted? And am I gonna have a chance to play in big games? That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I think that's real, but I'm like you said, I think it's the talent. Clearly, they haven't been recruiting wide receivers, elite wide receivers. They've been going to Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? Hell,
yeah,
a few went to UGA.
even the wide receiver, even the linebackers, they got a few, but them linebackers kind of been there for 3-4 years before they get to play. You ain't got no freshman linebackers going there being able to start and show out like we got in Georgia. Because they're not going there like that. I'm not going to sit behind them 5 stars you already got when I can go to Florida and play immediately. I can go to Georgia and play immediately. I can go to Tennessee now and play immediately and still get the same exposure, still go to the same college football playoff and get them experiences. And like I said, these coaches are a little bit younger. They have a younger staff. Nick Saban always going to get somebody old as hell, somebody who he feel like he can control and he know what they're doing.
Right. Like
I think now it's starting to hurt him.
I'm looking at the top wide receivers, right, for the 2023 class. You got Zachariah Branch going to SC.
Oh, we finna flip one.
Dickey going to one to Oregon. But watch out.
We on the flip alert for what's his name? Avery Williams. I think the wide receiver, he's going to Oklahoma right now, maybe. Or Arkansas.
You got Jacquez Pettaway, Oklahoma, Hakeem Williams, Florida State.
Hakeem Williams. That's the one he coming to Georgia. We're supposed to come to Georgia.
Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis, both going to Ohio State. Jonte Cook, Texas. Like, they got one guy in the top 10, Jalen Hale, but you know what I'm saying? He ain't none of these other guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hopefully we get Dickey, but hopefully he switch and come on over and follow his boy Rashad. But yeah, like usually you would see Bama, you know what I'm saying, and Bama would have at least 2 guys. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, bro.
Even looking at last year, none of the top 10, 12, they didn't have a top wide receiver in the hold on. I'm looking at wide receivers, right? Because that's the position that's really their crippling factor. They had one, Aaron Anderson. He was a 5'9", 185, 4-star, top 5. But who do you see? A&M, Missouri, Clemson, Ohio State got to it. Like these kids, they're selling them like, yo, come be who you want to be here. We got a quarterback that can play here. You know what I'm saying?
Anthony Evans is the kid. Sorry, he's at Oklahoma right now. Predicted 4-star. He's predicted to flip to Georgia.
Nice, but yeah, man, it's just Ohio. Yeah. Bama's not pulling that all the elite talent like they used to. That's why he had that he flipped out and went at Jimbo because he bought that class.
Hey, A&M bought all their players. We didn't buy one guy, not one player that we paid. A&M paid all their players, paid all their guys.
Hey, they did. I mean, it's not really paying off for them. But when you look at a guy like Evan Stewart, you know what I'm saying?
That shit don't work, man.
You look at these guys, Evan Stewart, Aaron Anderson, Chris.
And then too, did you hear what Kirby said? I think Kirby took a shot at Bama. Did you hear what Kirby said after that Tennessee win? He said we didn't get not one player out of the transfer portal. Not one player came from the portal on this team. They all want to be here. They all love Georgia. We ain't got to go outside and get players. If you don't want to be here, you got somebody else that'll step up that will. Pow, Jermaine Burton.
Hey man, that's real though, and I think that's what you're seeing. Like you'll see teams like that'll flex the money, the Miamis, the A&M, you know what I'm saying? The USCs.
Don't win.
They're gonna just throw money at kids in NIL, which is cool. It's part of the rules. It's no complaining. But the issue you have is you have kids. You miss that. I want to run through a brick wall for my coach mentality.
Yep.
And
I'm just here to get paid, basically. That's
right. Like I'm here for a pit stop for 3 years before I go to the league. And that mindset is different because Georgia has that. You know what I'm saying? Florida, for the most part, 90% of our room is like that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't
Yeah.
quit one time this year. You know what I'm saying? You got teams like uh hell, even Florida State, they playing for Mike Norvell. They playing hard. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you got teams that's fighting for their coaches and playing hard, and it ain't NIL based. It's I want to win for my coach. I love this guy, and you can't really. I don't care what you recruit. You ain't gonna beat Hart at the end of the day because they got talent too. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and I think that's the thing. Like one of our recruits said, Kelby Collins, he put out a tweet. He said, "Yo, we don't. I don't want you in this class if you here for money. You need to be here because you want to be a Gator, point blank, period." And I think this how we recruited. A lot of people, a lot of our fan base was upset or frustrated because we weren't spending the big money to get Cormani. We didn't drop the big check to get Rashada at first. You know what
Y'all
I'm
need
saying?
to. Yeah, y'all need them
So that's
kids.
the thing. Like clearly you don't, because like you say, does NIL matter? Yes, you show kids what they can earn, over the time while you're here. But I'm
Yeah.
not dropping. I'm not giving you $5 million before you play to come play for us.
Right.
Like no,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't.
no, no. That's real.
Like I'm gonna show you. You can make $5 million if you're a quarterback. You just saw Anthony Richardson have half season terrible, half season good, and he made over $1 million just this season. So what are you going to do for 3 years? You know what I'm saying? You come and do your thing, like, and you fall in love with the program and the potential where it's going. So that's what makes teams. That's what makes a team like Georgia so dangerous, and that's what messes the team up like Bama. Bama typically has that type mentality that we will run through a wall for Saban. But now you have a lot of these guys transfers, like, and they don't have that mentality. They come because I expect to win the championship. It's going to get me drafted, and that's the goal. And the ends always doesn't justify what you're going through. For
Yeah,
like,
no, that's real. No, for real, for real. Because
so
you say you have a lot of these teams, bro. A lot of these players, like Jermaine Burton, you really had no reason to transfer at the end of the day. Technically. Like you was still getting targeted. You was the top pass catcher at Georgia. Maybe they told you wasn't going to be, and then you transferred, then start punching women and shit. So I don't know what
yeah,
to say. I
him,
don't know
no,
what to say, bro.
him leaving made sense initially because you're like, oh, they need a wide receiver, they need a go-to guy, they want to throw the rock heavy. Okay, but if you would have stayed to be that number one, could you imagine Burton streaking down the field and you got, what I'm saying, your tight ends in the middle of the field and pick one?
Exactly.
He would have he didn't I guarantee he did not expect UGA to be a throwing offense this year. Absolutely did not. He did not. He would have been
He
that
couldn't
guy.
have, bro. He couldn't. He could not have.
And now
I
he's
don't
a
get it,
wide receiver at Bama, and they
boy.
you just dropped from first round to
Boy.
potential third round guy, thinking chasing the bag. So
Chasing the bag.
it don't ever work out, man. You chase the dream in the league, man. Don't chase the short money.
Exactly. Now you ain't even predicted to be maybe a top three. Maybe the combine can change everything, of course, when it comes to these draft picks. But I don't have bro. They ain't got bro drafted in the top first round in the first round this time.
Yeah, I
And he
don't
get the
know.
words out. Man,
I don't
they
know.
don't have him as a top wide receiver. They got Addison going number one, which I can see that. Is he? I haven't even had a chance to really watch him at USC. But I'm pretty sure he balling. Talk about these Heisman candidates, man. What you think about this Heisman race, though? Who is your Heisman as of right now, brother? If we had to just
Ooh,
pick one, if you had to say right now, this is my
last
pick.
week
But if I
or
got
the
to
week
vote,
last week it was Hooker, Hendon Hooker.
oh, last weekend with Hendon Hooker. Oh, okay.
Till kickoff. um, so this one I think is open. You have CJ Stroud who has the numbers. They have the record. Um, you have he's probably going to win it. Honestly, I don't know that there's any other guys that just look nuts. Will Anderson's not having that Heisman year. Um, I think there's
Nope.
a running back from man, where's the I can't remember the name of the running back where he's from. but supposedly there's like a running back in the Heisman. Right now, I have to give it to probably CJ. He looks the best out of everybody. Ohio State is doing it quietly, like nobody's really talking about what Ohio State's doing. They're just methodically putting up 40 points a game, 38 points a game, all top five offense, top
I'm gonna
five
tell you.
defense.
So, but Ohio State struggled last week against Northwestern, and like me and you talked about, they always have that one game. They give you that one game where you be like, is Ohio State really, really Ohio State? Like, are they scary, scary like they really supposed to be? Or are they just playing inferior competition and doing what they're supposed to do? It's always interesting that Michigan game. Because I feel like Michigan, they do the same thing. Like, you guys should win based off talent alone. Y'all should really be undefeated every year when y'all meet each other. But there's
Yeah,
always that one Purdue, Northwestern, Nebraska.
Indiana.
And it'll always be that one little ugly game that they have where they can't do nothing right and they end up losing. So we'll see, man. You still got Michigan State on the schedule for Ohio State and Michigan. That's always a tough matchup. They beating up people beating up people in the locker room. So make sure y'all, boy, please go to the right side of the locker room.
What?
Michigan State
Just wait
looks
your
ass.
turn, boy.
They ain't gonna do nothing to you on the field. But when you get off the field, Michigan State is
They gonna get you
the
in that tunnel,
baddest
boy.
team in the league. Yeah, they get you in that tunnel. So
Just
just
wait,
make
just
sure.
wait y'all team turn, man. That's crazy. Like, I mean, that I'm surprised that that's never happened, or it doesn't happen.
Right. That much because y'all are on the field going at each other hard in these games. And y'all mean to tell me the both teams have to walk this way to go to the locker room? It's always been like that. And now,
Yeah.
this is the first fight we've ever heard of. Maybe it's been plenty of other fights, but this is the first one we've seen where he got jumped.
Yeah,
And when he got jumped.
legit. He got legit.
Yeah, they were hitting him with helmets and shit. And he
Yeah, he was a legit jump.
Yeah, man, down.
That's a bad design. They're gonna have to dig another hole under them seats and
Bro, I can't. If I'm the guy, we not coming back in here until y'all fix that. I can't. Oh, we gonna have to one team at a time, bro. Go on, take your team,
but
get
that's
all
usually
your
how they
players.
come out. They be like, you but even
Yeah, usually if they're waiting, there's a time. There's somebody standing there holding them back.
You see, he ran up the side and he was probably hyped. They just won.
He was late. All the rest of
Michigan.
Michigan was already in the locker room. He was late. He didn't even play that game. He wasn't playing. He wasn't even in uniform.
The Michigan people were behind him. No,
it was still. Oh, they had. I thought Michigan already walked through, and he was trying to catch up.
Now the Michigan State people were first.
Oh,
and then you see the one guy in blue hyping.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You catch the wrong one, like,
yeah,
hey, man, shut up. And then that guy that actually got beat up went to help him, and that's what happened. And I don't even think the other players knew like that their guy was in there. Like I don't even think they knew because they were in the middle of white, and you like, no, if you don't know, you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's tough.
It wasn't smart, man. But yeah, Ohio State, they had the chance to give him his Heisman moment. You know what I'm saying? That long run or that great pass. But this Heisman race has been kind of like, has anybody really
Nobody stood out, bro. Nobody's taking it. Like every chance we think somebody I thought CJ Stroud was going to just run off with it. I thought his last two games, bro, he really has looked bad. Like he struggled. They had to play Georgia this week. They get their ass tore up. Like it's like that's how bad he done look, bro. Like it's
the Heisman race. They got CJ Stroud at 1, Hendon Hooker at 2, Drake May at 3.
See, now Hendon Hooker, you can have a bad game against Georgia if Georgia goes on to win the national championship. Then you're okay. If Georgia's in the national championship and Georgia continues to dominate, okay, Hendon Hooker. Nobody else did that in Georgia. We get it. Okay, cool. You can win. I'd be cool with that. Do I want to hear Tennessee fans bragging about them having another Heisman winner? No.
Right, but they don't play nobody else. I mean, they play Mizzou, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt. Like
where they play that Mizzou game at? Where's that Mizzou game at?
Tennessee.
Oh, they have to go to Mizzou. They might be in trouble. They don't do good with crowd noise because they change so much. They do so many signals. They do so much, and when they can't do that because of crowd noise, they play out in the swamp. It's been a completely different
game. Yeah, I mean, look, we only lost by 5, man. You know what I'm saying?
They beat Bama. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. So, We'll
So
see.
technically, we would have. if technically we beat them, so they beat them, and if you
Yeah, yeah. You know, we start playing that kind of. Yeah. You know how it is.
hell
I
yeah,
guess we'll finish it out, man. What you think about these college football? Finish college off. The college football rankings, man. They came out last Tuesday. You know, every Tuesday come out. Right now, we got Georgia at 1. That we expected that. Ohio State still at 2, even after the struggle against Northwestern. Michigan at 3. 2 and 3 right here, bro. How you look at that? Because they have to play each other. We know one of them is going to get dropped down. Do you see one of them possibly being dropped to 4 and staying in, or do you think once one of them teams lose, that's it? They done?
I think depending how they lose, I think if you have a 10-point loss or less, the person may drop 1 point, one spot. If say Ohio State blows Michigan by like 40, they may drop like two or three. But it ain't gonna be no far drop. I mean, they're the only undefeated. The top four literally are the only undefeated, and I think all of them are better than Oregon and Tennessee on both sides. Now TCU,
I was just going to ask you about that. What about TCU?
TCU is the one I'm like, all right, is this the Cincinnati of this year? Like it's always one team like that sneak in the playoff and just get demolished. And you're like,
TCU versus Georgia? I don't even know. I haven't seen what TCU offensive line even looks like. But if your offensive line don't average 330,
I
340,
mean,
you might well hang it
this
up.
is their schedule. They played Colorado, Charlton, SMU, Oklahoma, Kansas, Oklahoma State, Kansas State. Oh, they got some top
I mean, I
25.
will say, yeah, they
Yeah,
because Kansas State was Kansas or Kansas State. One of them was really looking before
both
TCU
of
went
them.
in there and put that thing on their ass.
Both
TCU
of them.
went
I
in.
think Oklahoma was 18 at the time.
Yeah, TCU beat them. Beat them. I mean, beat them good too. I think. I don't think it was a close game.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. They resume look pretty solid. Um, Now, do I think they would beat a Tennessee team? Probably not. But I don't know, man. I think the four, but this is a great thing to go to 12 because 12, everybody's a one loss team except Alabama and LSU. Everybody else is one loss team, from 5 to 12.
I got you.
So this is the perfect scenario for the playoff.
I bet. I put it like this: Oregon, they better not lose. They're in a good spot. If you're Oregon, you're in a real good spot. You run
Yeah.
the table, you win the Pac-12, you win. You might be able to jump the TCU because
Yeah.
Oregon is at 5, right? Or is Tennessee at 5?
Oregon's at 6, Tennessee's at 5.
Tennessee really don't even control their own fate at this point. So
Tennessee, but the thing with Tennessee, if Georgia's going to win out, they're not going to lose anybody, right?
they might lose to LSU in the championship.
Ohio State or Michigan.
They say
Depending
LSU
on
got that team now. It's no.
And the crazy part is that they can play. Ohio State and Michigan can play, one lose, and they both can be in the Pac-12. I mean, in the Big Ten championship because they don't have besides just the two best records
Mm.
now. So I mean, technically, you can end with each team having one loss, and that be TCU be undefeated, Ohio State, Michigan have one loss. But
Well,
then
Ohio State and Michigan gonna lose to each other, so only one of them is gonna have a loss.
right, so then you pick the Pac-12 one-loss team over the one-loss Big Ten team who don't have a loss. I mean, that's not a chance. It's gonna get messy, man. It can get messy.
Ooh,
It can get
ooh,
messy.
somebody gonna be in their feelings.
And don't
Somebody gonna
forget,
be in their feelings.
and don't forget Ole Miss and LSU.
That's
If
what I
one of
just
them,
said. Because LSU beat Georgia in the SEC championship. Then you got a one-loss Georgia, one-loss LSU, a one.
you got a two-loss LSU SEC
Yeah,
champ. Hey man, it can get messy. That's why the expansion to 12 is needed. Like I thought 8 was good. 12 is a
I think 12 might be a little bit of a stretch,
12 is a
KB.
little stretch.
Because that's a
Um,
lot of teams. I do not want to see who's the 12th ranked team right there. Go look there.
UCLA.
Oh, you want to see UCLA versus Georgia?
Not even.
So come
But
on, bro.
the top four will get buys.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it
That's
would
true.
be
That's true.
Tennessee versus UCLA, and that might be a solid.
That might be all right, but I think Tennessee will whoop the boy by 30. That's just me. But
Yeah. Oregon versus Ole Miss. I mean, it'd be some good games.
just a good.
I think
I guess
eight.
the matchup.
I think
I-
8 was the
Thank
perfect
you.
spot.
I do too.
And just let the top 8 battle it out.
Or 10. Do 10. That way you get the first two. You get the first 2 spots of bye. You got
Right.
then you'll have what 3 versus 8, 4 versus 7, and then 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be perfect. And then the top seed, get to go down to the number 2 team, and the worst seed get to go to the first team. I think that'll be dope. But hey, man, they'll pay us to do this at one point in time. They're gonna come to us.
One day, boy. One day.
That's our opinion, man. One
So
day.
look, man, let's go ahead and transition to NFL, man.
Lord, let's start with this Thursday night game. Falcons versus Falcons. Now, Falcons had just played the same team 2 weeks ago and won because they missed the field goal. Put it like that. We didn't beat them. We won because they missed 2 field goals.
Exactly.
So I had already had an uneasy ass feeling about this Thursday night game. And then it didn't help when it started talking about, oh, here goes a tsunami. It's in the middle of the hurricane passing through. Oh, hell. I knew it was all downhill from there. Falcons are a running team, but you still have to make like a timely pass. It's like you got to be able to hit that 3rd and 6. Kyle Pitts cutting across the middle wide open, and you throw it at his feet. You know what I mean? Or you throw it 2 yards behind him, and he got to stretch up. And like you see why Mariota is Mariota, and why he's gotten the reputation he's got. He makes good play, and 2 bad plays. It's like 2 step forward, 3 step back type thing with him, bro.
Yeah.
So everybody clamoring right now in Atlanta for the rookie. I don't think he'll be no better. I really don't. If he would have been better in practice, they would have been putting him in the game. I don't think Atlanta's at the point where they're trying to lose. I don't think Atlanta's at the point where they're trying to, tank for a draft pick. They were in first place. If the rookie looks better than Mariota, which I can't understand how anybody would look worse than Mariota throwing the ball, but I mean, I guess you could have worse decision making.
It may be the decision making.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It could be worse decision making where the rookie's not really knowing where to go with the ball and certain temperatures. But that was the hard to watch on Thursday, bro. That was one of the hardest games I had to watch as a Falcon fan ever on Thursday night.
I think. Yeah, man. We talked about Vols kicking that L earlier.
Hey, man, look, bro. He was talking heavy crap, bro, all the way up until about time the game started, 3:30.
So about 5 minutes into the first.
Yeah. About 5 minutes into that first quarter, but that game was over with for
That sounds about right. It was like that 5 wide mesh ain't work. What we gonna do?
I'll put up the screenshot in 10 minutes he sent me with all them damn oranges, but I ain't gonna.
Hey, man, y'all gonna get a real nice.
He said how Florida gonna talk. Did y'all play each other yet?
Yeah, we lost by 5.
Oh, that's right. You did say they beat y'all. That's right. You did.
Hey, man. Hey, the sun shines on the dog ass every once in a while. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, go, man. Shout out to little bro, man. He'll die hard ball fan, though, man.
All right, man. We're gonna get up here. Y'all get y'all first New Year's Six bowl, and Lord knows how.
They are gonna have a good bowl game. They will be in the New Year's Six. I hope they bring out them great
time bowl game against.
They gotta pull out them black units. They gotta pull them black units.
They're gonna play like a USC or something like that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, USC might beat them, boy. You talking about offense, bro? You talking about offense? Oh, yeah. He said, let me guess. They've been rebuilding since Tebow left.
Nah, man, we just that's the first year, man. You know what I'm saying? We look how y'all looked last year. It's crazy how a year can make the biggest.
Y'all ain't gonna have a quarterback coming back. Y'all got a new quarterback coming. Y'all got to break in the rig.
We'll see if we can keep him for a year, man. I don't know. We'll see what his grade look like. Some people got to be in the 3rd quarterback. Some people got to be in the 6th quarterback. So who knows?
Tennessee can still make the playoff. We were just talking about that.
Tennessee definitely can. It's going to take some messiness on the Big Ten part for sure. It's going because they don't get a shot in the SEC game, but the Big Ten going to mess it up. TCU, they can mess it up for sure.
It was impressive. They're impressive. Tennessee is having an impressive year. I will not take that away from them.
Hey, man, Hendon Hooker.
They were unranked. They came in, and he done boosted his draft stock.
Question. So, we NFL, you know what I'm saying? Hendon Hooker. The man is 25, right?
Yeah, he old.
He's older than
That nigga
Jalen
Unc.
Hurts, Tua, all these guys, right?
They calling him
Now,
Unc.
right. Dude, if you're an NFL team, remind me of like when Chris Winkie came out. You know what I'm saying? Chris Winkie was like 27,
I'm not
28,
taking no first.
something
I'm
crazy
not
like
paying
that.
25-year-old. If you're 25-year-old, you cannot be my first round pick.
You
I'm
want to
just
play
saying.
for, and he looks good in that system after year two. Like he's year two in the system.
Nah, brother.
Is it the system or is it him? You know what I'm saying? It's like the Ohio State quarterbacks. Like, is
He
it
look
him?
good in the system when they're not playing the elite defense. Again, I need to see what you do when you play against the elite of the elite.
Because
Because
really,
when you go ahead.
when they beat Florida, it was because he just was breaking containment. And he wasn't dicing us up. Like he had a nice little pass on the outside. Other than that, it was him running the ball because we were breaking containment. You know what I'm saying? We had this guy named Brenton Cox was just doing what he wanted to do and wasn't doing his job. So he was 15 yards, 20 yards, 10 yards. And that's what how they Tennessee beat us the whole time, for real, for real. So, and that ain't gonna happen in NFL. You might get one or two, but you ain't Justin Fields, my boy. So it's yeah, I don't see Hendon Hooker getting drafted before the third round.
No, I don't have him getting drafted for the third round either. I definitely don't. I know Stetson ain't going in the draft, so I ain't worried about draft when it comes to quarterback. For me, I know Stetson is a prototypical college football quarterback.
Right.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, just
He ain't even
getting
gonna be no clipboard Jesus. He can't even do that. So nah, yeah. I mean, when it comes to the NFL, I got I do like the fact that a lot of the quarterbacks going into the draft next year are they look like me. Put it like that. You know, you gotta be
yeah,
real sensitive nowadays to what you say. So
yeah,
I don't know the Kyrie Irving me, but you know, the NFL, a lot of the quarterbacks that are top prospects right now, they look like me and you. So I'm happy for all them guys, man. You know, I believe in capitalism. I'm a capitalist to the full 100-degree power. Get paid. If you can get paid off of it, get paid.
right.
OnlyFans, great thing. Get paid.
But yeah, yeah, Hendon Hooker, man, he's not even like on nobody's top 5, 6 list. Um, so it'll be interesting. But all right, so we can go. You a GM? Congratulations, Steve O. You just been hired by Arthur Blank. You the GM of the Atlanta Falcons. How do you turn it around? How do you bring long term success to your team? What you gonna do?
Give me a random number I'm picking at draft wise. I need to know where I'm drafting. First of all,
You picking
if I'm
you
drafting
picking
anywhere from 1 through 5, I gotta go. Well, whew, I'm going defense. I don't give a damn what quarterback available. Falcons can't get off the field on third down. You don't have a pass rusher. You don't have anybody that scares the team. When it's 3rd and 12, they just sit back there in the pocket, start cooking breakfast, fixing lunch, taking their time, making sandwiches and shit, and then they'll find a receiver and throw the ball on down the field. You don't have anybody who can get you off the field on third down. So if I'm the Falcons, I need the best pass rusher available with my the first two draft picks. I'm going the best pass rusher available. And there you go. I'm gonna give Lamar Jackson a blank check. And I'm gonna tell him he has a parking space at Magic City with his
breaking
name on.
news, breaking news, breaking news. Lamar Jackson has been franchise tagged. You gonna have to
No,
give up something to get him.
don't do that. Don't do that.
What you gonna do, GM?
You think they're gonna tag him?
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Hell yeah. They're gonna tag him. That would be the dumbest. That they tag less, they tag worse players for and throw them 40 million for the year, 30 million. You think they ain't gonna tag Lamar?
I think they'll tag him. I don't think he'll play.
Ooh.
I think they'll tag him, but I think Lamar's one of the type he's not gonna play. But Lamar ain't gonna go out there. Lamar's not going. I'm the quarterback. Nothing's gonna move until I move. It's not like a running back where you can just get you another one. It ain't like a wide receiver. You can go get you another one. You built the Ravens around me offensively. You need me to do what I do in order for this team to be halfway successful on offense. So no,
But you
I'm not
gotta-
even touching the field until you give me a long-term deal or you trade me.
but you can do that. Sitting out that year doesn't count toward your contract, though, right?
I don't think so. I think they can still tag me next year again. But again, we understand still then. I'm gonna
So
sit
you
here and
talking
keep
about
collecting these checks.
you willing to sit 1 to 2 years?
Oh,
So it's gonna be they're going to tag him. But I think he'll be if he gets tagged or they try, he'll be traded before then. It'll be a ransom. But yeah, so you're going defense, you're gonna get off the who I mean, that's great to get on field, but you gotta put up points too.
I mean, I'm with
You're
you,
gonna be the
bro.
Panthers. You're gonna turn into
But
the
I
Panthers.
still got a third round pick at quarterback. I don't know what he can do yet.
You
If
know,
I got an elite defense, I'll let the third round pick next year. I mean, last year I let your boy Ritter come in there and do his thing. If he ain't no good, I still got a good defense. So next year I draft me one. That's me personally. If I'm the GM of the Falcons, I'm going the best pass rusher available. I need me another wide receiver as well because Drake London is dope, but ain't nobody there again. I need matchup nightmare. Pitts is great. Drake London, good, but they don't scare you enough. Or put like this: Bill Belichick or any other defense can take one of them guys away, and you don't have anything to counter that.
Yeah. All right.
What about you? We flip it around. So my team in the dump, the Raiders ain't no good either. You know what I mean? If you're the GM of the Raiders, how do you fix the Oakland Raiders? Well, Las
Breaking
Vegas Raiders.
news.
Excuse me.
Breaking news. Adam
You think?
Schefter. Josh Daniels has been fired as the head coach of
You gonna fire him
the
after
Las
the
Vegas
first
Raiders.
year?
Hell yes. This team has looked like, and it ain't just been like, oh, they look like that. It's the coach, like nothing positive has come out of this year. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Get him out of there. It ain't work. He gotta go. He ain't the guy. Like, I don't know how many years of this you want to expect. He ain't the guy. Get him out of there. I'm signing, I'm hiring Byron Leftwich. Give me
Ooh.
Byron Leftwich as the
Ooh.
head coach. Let me get some youth in there. Let me get some, you know what I'm saying? Get him in there. Get your offense gonna be A1. He's probably gonna bring him a nice defensive coordinator with him. You know what I'm saying? To see the upbringing. Cool. Hey, Derek Carr, I love you. I may keep Derek Carr because he can. Derek Carr. I saw a meme where it was just like a post. Every year Derek Carr's been in the league, the Raiders have not had a defense better than 25th.
Nope.
Not one year had they had a defense better than 25th. So Derek Carr, you're not the problem. You know what? First round pick, I guess we had two. I don't know. We got a first round pick. It's looking like we're gonna have a top 5 pick. Hey man, we trading that. We're moving that back. Hey, you can give me a first, 2 seconds and a player. Then I'm gonna take one of them seconds. I'm gonna trade back to further in the second round and give me 2/3. And I'm gonna trade one of them thirds and get me 2/4. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I'm about to draft about 10 dudes. I'm about to draft like 10 quality dudes. My first round pick got to be a difference maker. I don't care what position you pick them, whether it be wide receiver, you got a pass rush, you got a linebacker, you got a DB. Cool. We got somebody to build around. Hey man, give me another wide receiver. Somebody on the other side of Devontae. We need number 2. We need somebody that can give him some relief. Give me an offensive lineman, second round. Give me some, you know what I'm saying? Now, give me that pass rusher, you know what I'm saying? Or I might take them 2/3, send it to a team. Hey, Philadelphia, send me Josh Sweat. Y'all got a lot of pass rushers. Give me Josh Sweat.
Ain't giving up that sweat. Ain't giving up that sweat.
But you know what I'm saying? You got guys who,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
nah.
saying, who can play that. You can, you know what I'm saying? Give me Danielle Hunter, you know what I'm saying? Danielle Hunter from the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got people, you know what I'm saying, 28, you know what I'm saying, that's got a big contract that they want to dump. Give me one of them guys, man. And I'm building like that, and you don't really got to get rid of a lot of players, but you can put keys around guys. We have guys at every level of every position who can play. Just
Yeah.
give him something else on the side. But Josh McDaniels gotta go, my boy. He ain't it. He ain't it. When he got hired, I was like, is he gonna bring the Patriots offense? Is Hunter Renfro about to eat? And don't get me wrong, Hunter's been hurt, Waller's been hurt.
Yeah.
Two big
Hunter hurt, Waller hurt, but Hunter wasn't playing good before he got hurt, bro.
Exactly.
He went. I don't know if it was. I don't know. You never know what's going on, bro. You've been on the practice field. I've been on the practice field before. You know that relationship between coach and player sometimes it just ain't there. Hunter and McDaniels might not have clicked. And that shit started messing with Hunter's head. He started playing bad on the field. McDaniel could cuss them out in practice. And you just never know, you know what I'm saying, the relationship of what's going on with some of these players. Hunter's still a young guy. He only been in the league, what, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, something like that. Still a young cat, man. He was just at Clemson catching touchdown passes. So I think you got to sometimes, like you said, look at the people you hire. I definitely would have a short leash with Josh McDaniels. I'm with you. Like, bro, you ain't got long to get this wrong. Like, we ain't finna sit here and set our franchise back another 5 to 6 years because we finna give you 3 years to mess this up. Like, nah, bro, you're gone after this year. You're gone. Let me go get a fresh, like you said, young, fresh blood, Josh McDaniels, something like that. I think that's the Raiders. The Raiders need a coach of color anyway. It just makes sense to me. The Raiders have guys of color on the sideline. It seems like they do pretty good, except for you, Jack.
I gotta go.
Steve Wilkes. I like Steve Wilkes at Carolina. Oh, that man coaching. Oh, that man doing his thing, bro. Give Deion Sanders a blank check. Can you imagine Deion Sanders, the head coach of the Oakland Raiders?
No, he ain't there yet.
Oh, I have had that conversation with Deion.
Hey,
if I'm
man.
Al Davis, I gotta have that conversation with Deion. Brother, we get you any coordinator you want. We get you any defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator you want. We even draft his son when he come up eligible in 2 years.
Look, I'm Byron Leftwich. I'm the head coach.
That's true. I like Byron Leftwich. Hey, I'm not with the post.
Hey Todd. Hey Todd. Hey man.
Todd who?
Todd Bowles. Hey Todd. I know Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell no.
No, who's the who's the coach that went to Pittsburgh?
What coach?
Miami Dolphins head coach.
Oh, you talking about Flores?
Flores.
Yeah, Brian Flores.
Hey Flores. Hey man, let's get you back on the sideline, man. Pick up these headphones. Come
Flores.
my defense.
I agree with that. I'm okay with that part. I see the staff you put together over there. You know what I mean? Black excellence.
Hey
you know
man,
what I mean?
we should have hired Byron Leftwich last year.
Yeah, Oakland would have been a way better spot. I agree with that. All right, man, let's get these NFL picks out the way, man. We wrap this thing up. Got a birthday party to go to. Shout out to my nephews, man. Happy birthday to Ace and Knox, man. You got the birthdays for the little one. It's a little kid birthday. You know, you go to a little kid birthday party, they be like 4 and 3. You know, it ain't really for you, but it turned into an adult party. That's
right.
Turned the thing into an adult party. Let the kids have cake and ice cream and do all that. Then we break out the liquor weed and we got you know what I mean? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Watch me piss me out. I mean, all right, we got let me see what we got. All right, so first, 7:30. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. I know this wrong. Bro, they got a 7:30 a.m. game.
Where they playing in Africa?
I don't know. It is outside the country, and it's not in London. Somewhere else. It's in Germany. But then they're having a game in Germany. The Seahawks versus the Buccaneers. Who you got?
Ain't nobody with that. That might be. Nobody wanna watch that.
Hey, bro, these times got to be wrong, bro. It got to be a 9. It got to be a 9:30 game. They got to be wrong. But it say 7:30 on the schedule. I swear to God. But Seahawks at Buccaneers. They in London or they're not London. They playing well.
I mean,
who you
I
got?
to the Seahawks, but don't nobody want to watch that game, boy.
You said Seahawks?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going with Seahawks too. I do like Seahawks. I don't think Tom Brady. I think Tom having a hard time. Well, the Seahawks defense playing too. Tom gonna be able to have to move them damn feet because if not, gonna be on this damn back. Right. And Gino, give me Gino for MVP right now.
Hey man, Gino is playing pretty good.
Gino said y'all wrote me off, but I ain't right back.
He gonna get look. He gonna get a contract and go right back to old Gino. Get paid, young. Get paid.
You got the Vikings at the Bills, bro. We got the Bills favored by 3.
I got the Vikings.
Ooh.
Supposedly Josh Allen is questionable, most likely out with an injury.
Oh yeah, so, Josh Allen ain't playing. Then I'm definitely going with
Vikings.
Vikings are 7-1, bro. Ain't nobody talking about them boys. That's
they
crazy.
Not, and they should. Kirk Cousins don't get no respect.
You got the Browns at the Dolphins. I read something today that said that the Tua Tagovailoa is the league MVP right now.
Hey man, and my pick is going with the Dolphins. Them boys, I think yardage. I think Waddle and Hill are both in the top 10 or something like that.
Crazy, right?
And that, hey man, that head coach, run game coordinator for the 49ers, all that stuff that Debo was doing last year that got everybody excited.
Yeah, he just talks like this, and I just told him to stop it. He just wouldn't stop scrambling. I just wanted him to stop. I just told him to stop.
Yeah, man.
He sound like somebody's teenager, bro.
It's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do with Tua long term.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one. I agree, but they're gonna sign him though. I mean, look what they're doing, bro. Offensively, they cannot be stopped unless you knock him out the game, which can be done. Now you can do that. So we'll see. You got the Texans at the New York Giants. I'm going with the Giants.
I'm going with the Giants. But shout out to the offensive rookie of the year, though.
Dameon Pierce. He looked good. I don't know. Drake London up there, too, though. Drake got 8 touchdowns. I think 7 or 8. I don't know. We'll see. No, Mariota. And with Mariota at quarterback, hell, you got a better chance with Pierce. So, you got the Saints at the Steelers. T.J. Watt is back. Bro, when this season started, did you think the Saints would be 3-6 and the Steelers would be 2-6? Saints, maybe. Yeah.
Yes. Steelers.
2-6.
A rough year. I still thought they would have been like an 8-9 team, 9-8.
2-6. I'm going with the Steelers on this. T.J. Watt first game back. I think he come back and have 3 sacks.
I'm going with the Saints because why not? They looked pretty good against my Raiders last week.
I can't think. You got the Jaguars at the Chiefs. Can the Jags pull off the upset?
Let's see who I picked. I picked a hell no. They're playing in Kansas City.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that game ain't gonna be
not the way they're using Kadarius Toney. That boy, hey man.
It's all about coaching. You gotta go to the right place.
They got that boy in the slot looking nice.
Went over there and took Juju job.
Yes.
Got the Broncos at the Titans. Can Russell Wilson pull this one off?
I picked the Broncos just because for the upset, but I only have a 1-point confidence on them. So
is Malik Willis playing or is Tannehill playing? Because if Malik playing, I'm going with the Broncos.
I think it's Malik.
That boy can't throw.
I have no
he
idea.
Can't throw. I don't know if he can throw or not because he don't throw. So I don't know if he can. I don't know. It's third and 8, and he's taking off running. So yeah. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. I think Russ get there. I'm gonna go with that's my upset for today. Big Russ. Got the Lions at the Bears. Trash or trash?
I picked the Lions on the upset.
Ooh, yeah. Is it the upset?
Technically, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm going with Justin Fields in the Bears. Give me the Georgia boy, Justin Fields for the W.
No, man. I think Detroit. They be playing.
That's a coin flip on that one.
Yeah.
Really you got the Colts at the Ravens. Bro, can y'all get a W this week, or what's going to happen?
I got the Colts.
Wow.
Now, I want my Raiders to win. But common sense.
To win, bro. Darius Leonard is not playing.
You want to know all the people that's not playing on the Raiders?
Waller.
The week that the Raiders have had this week, Waller and Renfro IR.
You got Adams?
Adams. No,
Hollins,
Devontae. Yeah, I mean,
Hollins, you got Hollins, you got Adams, you got Jacob. There's no excuse. Y'all can still win.
your one of your linebackers retired. Uh, you just released your former first round draft pick,
He
John
wasn't no
Abrams.
good. He wouldn't work with that.
And it was like 2 or 3 other things that happened, and like just this week.
Y'all should have turned it around, bro. How you gonna not have faith in the
They're
team?
not. I don't think they're inspired as a team. They're not inspired. Like Carr
They
can
lose.
go out there and throw it to Adams. May have like 120 yard type thing, but
They lose
overall,
this game, your boy get fired. I'm just telling you that. He lose this game, he's getting fired. This is his last game coaching as the head coach if he loses.
I think, and just Saturday they might be excited because just
Oh
Saturday.
shit. I forgot about that boy. We ain't even talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. We'll come back.
I
to
ain't
that.
never seen a man get hired off the couch. That man was like, "Hey, hey Jeff,
Bro, if white privilege ain't on display, how the
they ain't
hell,
one other coach on the staff."
bro, how the hell you go to Jeff Saturday? The man ain't coached a damn high school game. And he get up there at the press conference and say, well, hell, I don't know what I'm doing. We don't know what's going to happen. I could be good. I could be bad. I don't know. I just know we're going to go out there and say, what the hell? You might want to let Matt Ryan call plays.
That's
Matt Ryan,
crazy.
your offensive coordinator tomorrow.
That's
Bro, get the
nuts.
hell out of here. Yeah, I know Jim Irsay be on them pills, but damn. How high was he when he made this call?
He said, "Jeff, the people love you. You're in the facility all the time. The players love you.
Get
They
the
know
hell out
you.
of here.
We trust you."
Clearly. Oh, Percocet at damn Irsay on this shit again, bro. Come
Yeah,
on, man.
I might have to switch to the Raiders. I forgot about that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man,
Jeff
I'm gonna have to switch
Saturday.
to the
Bro, we
Raiders,
don't know
man.
what you're gonna be doing out here, bro. Now, that's why I
That's
say if
nuts.
Josh McDaniels loses this game, bro, he really do need to be fired. You got a man that got zero. I got as much coaching experience as Jeff Saturday, and he up there coaching the NFL team tomorrow. Josh McDaniels, if you lose the game, your ass might well take off your stuff on the sideline. Just take the Raider shirt off and just leave that shit right there. And just go straight to your car. Don't even come to your locker. Don't come to your office. All your shit in the box outside, sitting on top of your car anyway.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in the hell Jeff Saturday should be coaching this damn team, bro. Who the hell said that this was okay? Where's the Rooney Rule?
They ain't have. They said, "Look, we just gonna give Jeff, let him finish." It's a whole.
Did they interview
9 games
somebody?
left. It's a whole
Did they
8
interview
games
anybody?
left.
Told you, man, Jim Irsay popping them pills, just sitting up there in his office doing what the fuck he want to do. He done got high as hell when they said, you know what? I'm gonna make Jeff the coach. And they said, Jeff who? Jeff Saturday. I said,
Jeff-
Jim, he don't know what the fuck he doing. It don't matter. The hell, we don't care. It's my team. I do what I want to do.
Jeff's a good leader. When Peyton was here, hey man, hey, I ain't never seen that before.
My damn sound cut off. Can you hear me, bro?
I just a little bit.
This damn thing cut off. My mic went dead on me. I'm talking shit. It's time to get off this thing, I guess. My mic done went dead.
I can hear you.
Cool. All right. Let's finish the game, bro. We got the Cardinals at the Rams. It's just crazy, though. Jeff Saturday, get off the fucking couch and go start coaching. What did contract look like? Don't worry about it. I don't even want to know. He probably get paid under the table in cash.
Right. I got the Rams.
Cardinals at the Rams, bro. Who you got?
I got the Rams. Forgot to check out the Cardinals. They in Hard Knocks.
Ooh, I don't know what the Cardinals got going on, man. It's something ain't right. Cliff Kingsbury, he might be more too friendly with these players. You ever seen them parents that be friends with their kids and then they grow up and the kids be talking back like, "Shut the fuck up, Dad, I got it." Like, wait a minute, no. That's the coach, Kyler Murray. You telling him to shut up and chill. Like, what type of relationship y'all got? I ain't never seen a quarterback come over to the coach and tell the coach to chill the fuck out.
Wasn't he his coach in college?
No, he wanted it, but he couldn't get it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because again, Kyler didn't even choose you in college when he had a choice. Now, what the hell? Didn't that tell you something? He had a choice twice. He could have transferred, and he didn't choose you.
Yeah, that's a no for me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna watch that Hard Knocks though.
They put them on the mid-season Hard Knocks. That's what they chose. Yeah,
Mhm.
got to, bro. Cause Kyler Murray, I know he playing Fortnite and goddamn Call of Duty
Yeah.
all night long. That's
Nah,
probably why they picked him to let you just do us that way we can film Kyler and see what he's doing that night.
right. So we got 2 games left.
We got the Dallas Cowboys at the Green Bay Packers. Can Aaron Rodgers get back on track?
No.
I don't think so either. As much as it pains me, I got the Cowboys winning this one heavily.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, it might be time to go ahead and sing them goodbyes, my brother. I'm sorry. Then you start to hear little rumblings come out on the team about how good Jordan Love could be, how Jordan Love is a real starting quarterback. Now, I'll tell you what, Falcons, call them and offer them a 3rd-round pick for Jordan Love. We don't know what he can do.
You want to take
You want first round pick?
you want to give a third for Rodgers for a year or 2?
No, not for this system that we run. We need a quarterback that can move. Nah. If you can't run, like literally, if you can't
Anthony
run,
Richardson 2nd round.
yeah, I can see that. Now I can definitely see Arthur Smith falling in love with Anthony Richardson because he can actually make the throws that Mariota's not making and still give you the. He's not as shifty, but he'll run through your ass. So I can see Arthur Smith falling in love with Anthony Richardson. I really could. I can see AR being the perfect quarterback for this system that Arthur Smith loves to run.
Look at that boy. A Georgia boy talking about Anthony Richardson.
Hey man, keep it real now. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah,
I can see that, and I can see him being real effective in this system. Like big arm, you got Kyle Pitts, who I'm pretty sure you got some type of rapport. I don't know if him and Pitts were there at the same time. Maybe not.
Yes.
Okay, you got Kyle Pitts. You got Drake on the outside. You get him another weapon in the slot. You get Cordell Patterson running the ball. I mean, I don't think Anthony Richardson in the Falcons uniform would be a horrible thing. Is it something that I really have dreamed about at night and been thinking about? Hell no. But if it win, brother, you know me. If it win, it win. I don't give a damn. I don't think Kyle Pitts has been unlocked yet because of who he's at quarterback.
And the play, that he's not. They don't got a quarterback.
Play calling ain't the problem, but because the playbook. Okay, you've been a play caller. You know you have a set of plays that you love. You know your plays and you know your game plan. Your game plan will not come alive if one thing doesn't work and then you got to adjust to this. Okay, we can run the ball, but Mariota can't throw that motherfucker more than 5 yards. So we at 3rd and 6. Do we have to just run the ball or do we take a chance of throwing it? See, your plays can't come alive. You can't put shit together.
Hence, Florida, first half of the season.
Come on, man.
That's Florida against Kentucky. That's Florida against who do we lose to? Kentucky, not UGA, because UGA just did what UGA does. But yeah, Anthony Richardson, those 2 or 3 games where he looked like, what the hell's going on? They're like, why are he calling the run on third? Because the
system is you off the system. The system is off because you've had a penalty. You missed a wide open pass that they schemed open that they had you hitting to move on to the next set of plays. So yeah, it's like coaching is not. It'd be killing me, man. We get these guys to be in my comments or guys to be at me and they be talking about, oh, why they coaches did this, why they called this play. And I'm like, bro, you never played at a high level. You never seen anybody sit down and put a game plan together on offense. That's why I'm having this conversation. You thinking this is backyard football and we got down, hey, boy, you go to the light pole, turn around. No, bro, there are concepts in these games. And there's a game within games.
Yeah.
It's a chess match, brother. You can't just go out there.
Everything from motion to when you snap the ball to are you on a right hash, left hash, middle? Like, how's the wind blowing?
All that stuff factors into play calling and what you're doing on offense and how limited you can be. And if you got a player that you know you're limited in your play calling because the player can't execute like Mariota or Matt Ryan, like Matt Ryan was a statue. At least Mariota can run, so that opens up that part of the offense. But Matt Ryan, imagine what you were doing, Matt Ryan, who was missing throws and didn't have no legs. You're dead, bro. Tom Brady has to have a special type of coordinator. I don't think many people can be Tom Brady coordinator right now because he has to have a special type of play set called for him. He can't hold that ball. He can't move. So to go back full circle, what you were saying, yes, Anthony Richardson would probably be dynamic in a Falcon outfit. Falcon uniform.
I'm sad to see him go.
All right, hey man, you know it. So we got the Chargers at the 49ers Sunday night.
Woo! I'm going with the 49ers, man.
They got a lot of people coming back. They get 9 people back this week.
49ers. Hey, man. Yeah.
I like Kyle Shanahan. I ain't gonna lie. 49ers.
Hey, I love his playbook, man. I'll be studying his playbook, so yeah.
Him and his daddy, bro. Run left, run right. Stretch it out, cut it back. I run that on Madden. That's what I run, bro. You got to run that stretch. I cut that thing back up off that guard. Ooh, be gone.
Hey.
Last game, man. Monday night. Might be a good one. Might be the best Monday night we done had, but I don't know. They got the Eagles favored by 11 points. They got the Commanders at the Eagles. Eagles are favored by 11 points.
That's it. I'm going Eagles. If you're a Commander fan, be humble this week. I hope you was humble.
Eagles gonna keep that thing going, man. Yeah, Eagles gonna keep it going. That's a bet, man. We done ran through them all. That was the last one. We got it all on wax. I even got the game last week, man, where everybody picked the Falcons. That's how I knew we were gonna lose. I told you everybody was gonna pick the Falcons. God damn it, if we didn't lose, because everybody picked the Falcons Sunday morning. So.
Right.
But that's what it is, bro. We out, man. I don't have nothing else, man, for these guys today, man. I think we done covered everything football.
Well, we done covered everything. Yeah, man. Maybe next week we can bring up talk about the Heisman, how they looking now. Who in the hot seat.
Be an upset today. Somebody in the top 5, top 10. Pretty sure we're gonna have an upset.
Hot seat, coaches on the hot seat. Talk about that next week.
Tomorrow's supposed to be what they call Black Monday in college. So they have predicting for Auburn to fire their coach tomorrow. There's a prediction for
Didn't they already fire their coach?
Auburn? I don't think.
Yeah.
Not yet. Is he fired? He might be fired. He might be gone. You're right, because Cadillac Williams is the interim coach.
Yeah.
Cadillac gone. Somebody else supposed to be getting. Might be a couple more people getting fired tomorrow too. So
yeah, man. Watch out for some portal stuff, man. It's gonna be a nice weekend, man. So nice week.
Yeah, man.
That's it, man. We're gonna be back same time next week.
Yes, sir. Y'all catch us next Saturday. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, man. Let us know you're watching, man. We appreciate you. Definitely if you're tuning in, man. Follow the Twitter page, follow the YouTube page. We got it on Spotify. We got it on Apple Podcasts as well, man. So yeah, check us out.
We out.
Till next week. Peace.